welcome back to the workshop. It is fantastic to have you here because today is going to be another brilliant episode. After our little calendar mishap yesterday, we're not making a 500,000 layer katana right now today. Instead, however, I've got my sweatshirt on, I'm feeling warm, and the plan for today is as follows. Now you'll remember my good friend Mike Boyd. Well, he's decided... Oh boy. Well, he's decided that he wants to learn how to throw axes. That might be a spoiler. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh well. If you don't remember who Mike Boyd is, this is Mike Boyd. Yes! 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 He learns to make stuff on YouTube. He visited the shop just a few weeks ago. A few days ago even. And his channel has friggin' exploded. Holy moly! He has so many subscribers now. It is unbelievable, and you should definitely check it out. It is awesome fun, and the things he's learning and the videos he's making are just gonna be getting better and better, which is awesome. I'm so thrilled for him. So naturally, when he's like, do you want to make me a throwing tomahawk? Well, of course. I'm like, hey, oh yeah. So we're making a tomahawk. Righty-ho, so we're gonna need a drift for this tomahawk. I've just ordered spare handles for Mike, so when I send him this tomahawk, he's got spare handles because you're gonna snap some friggin' tomahawk handles. And I made sure that I got pretty accurate measurements of the handles, so that then when I send him the tomahawk and the handles fit the tomahawk. Now, the key thing with the handle is we're gonna need a hole that fits. And to do that, we need a drift that fits. So we're gonna modify it slightly. So that drift is cooling down, and we're gonna put this in the saw. Now we're gonna do some maths. Right, so I now know exactly how much material we need, or at least about how much I think I need. So we'll measure this and cut it. And we're through. So this is a piece of EN9, otherwise known as 1055 steel. Again, like the stuff we've been doing over the past couple of days, this steel should be perfectly fine. Same kind of steel Grandfors Brooks make their axes for, as far as I understand. It's gonna do just marvelously for this little throwing tomahawk, and you'll notice it looks rather small. Tomahawks aren't the biggest thing in the world. What this is gonna have is a nice thin edge, and the hole ends up pretty large. So I figured I'd very easily be deceived into making one that was too big. And so going off the assumption that I want something that's about a pound and a half, I started with 2 pounds of material, and this is actually more like 2.1 pounds of material. So into the fire we go. Whoa. I messed up. I'm gonna put a new piece of steel in the bandsaw. You remember Adam Cheladin? Nice phone case, by the way, right? AlecSteelShop.com. He was the knife thrower, world champion knife thrower we had here. Well, of course, he knows how to throw tomahawk. The head weight on his is 380 grams, which is a lot less than a pound and a half. Time to go to the bandsaw. I don't know what I'm talking about. I could just do this. There we go. See if we're a little closer now. The Tomahawk has been forged. I've given it 3, count 'em, 3 normalizing cycles, and now it is time to go into the grinding room. And we're gonna get this thing ready for heat treat. So, right now this has now been ground and we're ready to go back in the forge. As you can see, the forge is nice and cool and we are going to go in for the hardening. Okay, one more normalizing cycle for good luck. Okay. Now, into the quench we go. So you'll notice that we did that a little different to normal. I didn't quench the whole piece. The reason for it is that we're going to temper this the same way I used to temper the hand tools that I would make in my Evolution of Tools class, as learned from Brian Brazil. So what I'm doing is I've quenched just about an inch or so of the material, and there's residual heat back here in the back of the Tomahawk. Now what that residual heat is doing is running the temper colors back up the blade and towards the tip. Scratch it up with an abrasive disc, and it's quite a lovely way of tempering a piece of steel right after it's done. So right now I have a purple right here into a dark straw here, and it's slowly coming up to be a straw at the tip there, which is exactly what we want. I cooled off a little more than I should have in my haste there. I had to put the camera on a tripod while I had this in the oil. My bad. So it's not quite moving as fast as I'd like, but the temper is going to get there, and this should be a lovely tool for Mike Boyd to use. Hopefully right here you can see some of the colors that I'm talking about there in that shininess. There we go. Now you can see the colors. We have a nice blue there as it goes into a darker straw, into a lighter straw, right at the blade edge, which is just fantastic and exactly what we want. And so now we'll arrest the temper. That's a fancy way of saying we're gonna put it in some oil. And there we go. That is... Oh! First time! No, yes! That is a heat-treated blade, and now what we're gonna do is we are gonna work on the handle. This is a piece of ash. I've got Tomahawk handles that'll fit that coming tomorrow, so I'm gonna be able to send a load of Tomahawk handles with this to Mike, so that when he's learning, make sure you subscribe to his channel so you can see the video. He has replacement handles for when he snaps them. And now it is time to install the handle. I've charred it. I love the look of a charred handle. I'm gonna make sure it's all square. And of course, the way that this handle is held on is purely by this reverse taper here in the handle. The eye has a taper that matches it, which means that as you swing, the inertia is wanting to pull it off. And of course, it's only getting tighter. So hopefully this means that it doesn't get loose too often. I'm under the understanding that throwing axe handles take a serious amount of abuse and tend to really suffer the consequences. We'll see how Mike gets on with this. He's gonna have extras, but I'm gonna make sure I give it a really good pounding. Make sure that handle is all the way in there. Oh boy, that is so cool. Oh yes. Check this thing out. That is so freaking cool. Let's throw it. Two things to say. Once Mike has completed his challenge and has learned how to throw this, we're gonna be giving this away, and the way you enter, drop a comment below. Haven't done a YouTube giveaway in a long time, so drop a comment, that'll be fun. I'm gonna be excited to pick somebody, because this will have been made by myself and used by the fantastic Mike Boyd. Make sure you go check out his videos. This is the first throw. Mike, if I break it now, I'm sorry. You're not gonna be able to use this axe, and we'll still do the giveaway though. Anyway, first throw. Yes! First throw! What? I did it! It flew like a freaking arrow! Look at that! First throw! Yes! Good job I've had Adam Cheladin's good help. I am quite certain that fantastic training allowed me to do that first time. Absolutely all I want to do is throw that for the rest of the evening, but I'm going to leave it just as is. And we're going to send this to Mike Boyd, and make sure that you go check out his channel, link description below. He's going to be doing that video. His channel's exploding. It's insane. And of course, if you're not subscribed here, make sure that you come subscribe, because we're making videos almost every single day. It's a huge amount of fun. Whoa, reverse one. Hey! Make sure you drop a comment below to win this once Mike has completed his challenge, and I'll see you tomorrow on the very next episode. Bye-bye.